went there for holiday in Sweden. And then suddenly the social workers and the police came into the building, our vacation house. They took away all 5 of my children.
So was this the first time you were in the vacation house?
No,
or had you been
no.
before? You'd been there
Yeah,
with
yes.
no incident at all previously?
No.
So what do you think triggered this sudden invasion of the local authority?
Yes, we were very frightened, and we did not
No,
what
but why?
happened.
Was there a reason for it that you can understand, that is?
No. They say that we have no electricity, we have no water,
no water,
we have no food, and we should abuse our children. And all the children were in the room, and they can see the children.
Yes.
And we have the television on, we have enough food in the refrigerator, and we have electricity. Everything was
And this
available.
suddenly came out of the blue. You had no forewarning, and
No,
you
they
hadn't been
say-
to the hospital or anything?
No, they say they
Right.
have tried to connect us several times, but they found out in the home. But yeah, that's what we went for trips because it was our vacation.
Yeah.
So we went to the zoo and we went several things to Stockholm and to Gothenburg.
Yes.
So,
Goodness.
and then suddenly it was over with the vacation because they take
Yes.
all 5 children.
Yes.
And they
Must
put them
have been-
in all different places all around.
Did the police come along as well?
Yes, 6
Right.
police
6
and
police?
dogs.
Dogs?
Yes, and they
Goodness,
turn up the house inside out.
Inside out, so they
They
raided
took
the house.
money.
Took money?
Yes, they
Which you
took
have
money.
not had back, I presume.
Yes, we
You have had it back?
Yes, but a long time after that.
Yes, a long time.
And they turn all inside out.
And were the children crying?
Yes,
I bet they were.
yes, and
Yes,
they're very
yes.
afraid.
Yes,
And they must change clothes, and they must take clothes with them. And the police officer was standing in the room when they must change the clothes. So it was.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So they couldn't even have
They
privacy
not
to
no,
check-
no,
Oh.
no. And then they go to the hospital with the children.
Ah, so that's where the hospital came in.
Yes.
I hadn't heard your story before, so I just picked up little bits of it. So what happened in the hospital?
Yes, they must do a lot of tests,
Tests,
and
ah.
they take them for until 12 hours in the night
12 hours at
in
night.
the hospital. And they forced my oldest son because he wants to protect the little ones
Yes.
because they are hungry and tired.
Yes.
And then my son said, "You must do that in
So
the morning."
You have an older daughter. The oldest one is a daughter, is it?
Yes,
And
twin-
two
then-
boys,
2 boys.
and then these lovely girls.
Yes. And my oldest daughter was also taken, and she was then already 19 years
19
old.
years, but still quite traumatic, even at
Yes,
though she's
yes.
supposed to be grown up. This is the first taste she's had of such an unbelievable thing happening and such a
Yes.
frightening thing happening. I'm especially worried about her younger siblings.
Yes. And she was also taken by the police car, so that was also traumatized because she did nothing wrong, but she must go with a police car. And then they will put her in a place with all abused children, alcoholism children, drugs addicted children, and it was like
Right,
a
so
prison.
she went somewhere different.
Yes.
And then which children did they keep together?
The 2 youngest children are kept
These two?
by
Yeah.
a foster
And the 2
parent.
boys together?
No, the 2.
No, I'm saying the 2 daughters, your 2 younger daughters.
No, the youngest was the daughter, and my son. he
Oh, your
was
son
then,
is in between. Sorry, I
Yes,
haven't
in
got the layout
between.
of the family.
He was then 11, and this daughter and my other oldest son, he was taken
I
by
see.
another place.
Right.
So it was three different places.
3 different places. And then you in another place. Where did you go?
We stayed at the vacation house because I
Right.
didn't want to leave without my children. And they say after this weekend, because it was Friday when they took them,
Friday, interesting day to take children.
and we cannot do anything.
No, everything's shut till Monday.
Yes, it was 3 o'clock when they forced into the building, and I cannot. When they go away, it was 7 o'clock, I think. So it's then difficult. And they say after the weekend, you get them.
So that whole
Surely
first
back.
weekend, all your family were basically scattered in different houses.
Yes, we have
with
no
contact between them.
No contact.
And they must have been in a terrible state.
Yes, also they cannot speak the
They
language.
can't speak the language because it's only a holiday place, isn't it? And
Yes,
They speak
So it
Dutch,
was
they speak a little English.
English.
yes.
Yes, that was.
So
But
again,
they didn't. They speak only Swedish to them.
right.
They
And
didn't
so-
take the effort to translate anything. Also, not for us, as they didn't translate anything.
And did you try to get a lawyer on the Monday?
Yes, the social service picked a lawyer for us.
Right, yes.
It was also very strange because
And
we
the lawyer
want-
was, what function did the lawyer have? One might
Yes,
ask?
I think the lawyer was also in their commune.
Okay, right, okay. So tell us what happened over the next few months, because I gather, I mean, this is 2013, and you've only just got them all back, haven't you? Which is
After 1 year,
1 year, yes. So how did you set about, or how did it come that you got them back eventually?
after 3 months, I got 3 of the children 1st back, and
Did you have to go to what's
Yes,
family court in
in
England? I never had to do
Karlstad,
that.
I must go to trial,
Yeah.
and that was
Trial?
very strange. Yes,
For what?
for
Well, trial, obviously, it's in a family court, but it feels like a trial because it's interrogating you and
yes,
possibly accusing you of doing things
false
which...
things.
Yes?
Yes.
And there was
And
some
we thought it
file
was-
on you and...
Yes, and we think it was a
Conspiracy.
Yes. with the community, the people who live in the community, and the social work, because it was a very small village,
yes, I
and
see.
everyone knew each
Right.
other.
So somebody might have tipped off social services that there was this
Yes,
family,
because
foreign
we
family.
have a conflict with our neighbors, and that was how do you call the traffic, the bus traffic, all that came from that building. Farmlands traffic, I know.
Oh, right.
Farmlands traffic, there was a big company,
Yeah.
and they use our parking places because
Oh,
we
I
are
see.
not often there,
Yeah.
of course. And then we have a lot, because formerly the house was a hotel,
Right.
and there was a lot of parking places.
see.
And the people who work there used the places there, the parking places, and the electricity things for the cars in the winter. And the traffic goes around our place with goods and stuff. And then there was a conflict because my children play there and ride bicycles there. And then
Ah,
it
I
was
see.
very dangerous because the big
Farm
trucks
traffics were coming.
didn't look after the children, so they come in our property with the big cars. And then I say, you can use it when we are not there, but when we
we're
are
here,
there,
then you
must respect that we
Yes,
are having
because
our
obviously it's
holiday.
your property, yeah.
Yeah, and then they didn't want to talk about
I
that.
see.
And after that, a few days after that, the melding, the things are going to the commune, social workers, that maybe we did something not good for the children, and maybe they must look.
But anyway, it shouldn't be that on the back of some perhaps little quarrel or, complaint or whatever it was, or the social workers had a sort of knee-jerk reaction that they must come and take all your family away
Without
lock them
any
up,
check
without
before.
making any inquiries at all. And
We have not
and you're
one word.
completely defenceless. So
Yes, and we cannot speak the language. We also asked for a translator, but there was no translator, and they cannot speak English.
yes.
They say we cannot speak English. It all was in Swedish. All the documents we get, it was all in Swedish. So yeah,